got a real friend, you don't need much. Just a place to sit and fish is more than enough. When you got a real pal, there's nothing too tough. Together it is better when you got your real bud. Real bud.
Okay, kick it off, John.
I don't know what our theme song is. I missed that memo from corporate.
We have a
When
theme.
did that come out?
We have a theme song, and it's recorded by Janelle's cousin.
And should we give him fair cred? What's fair cred?
What do you mean?
What's his name?
Steven Michael Spencer, and he's on Broadway right now in New York.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I told you to go see him.
What's he playing in?
I think it's called Music City.
Okay.
The theater's like Bedlam Theater.
Okay.
Go back.
Well, we may have to just go back and see him. That would work.
Well, welcome to the podcast, John.
Well, welcome, Taylor.
I officially started recording a bit ago.
You did?
Yeah. I'll cut out all those bad things you said.
I didn't say any bad things. What do you mean some bad things? What did I say that was bad?
Nothing. How have you been?
I've been good. Been a good week. How about you?
Good.
Good.
I know you celebrated a birthday. 2 birthdays.
We did. We celebrated 2 birthdays. One for Cutie Pie. Was her birthday on Sunday? Yeah, Sunday. And then Connor's birthday was on Monday.
Wow.
Yeah, so we had big celebrations on both. Oh, actually, it was a birthday celebration weekend. Because generally it kind of morph into Mondays and Tuesdays, and then you have the sugar hangover from Tuesday and Wednesday. And
She told me she celebrated all month, so.
who? Mary Alice?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
So-
I'm glad she did. We had our trip to New York was her birthday gift, and it was much fun.
Well, good.
Yeah.
What else have you been up to?
That's about it. Just working, and the weather's been nice. Hadn't been too bad. Hadn't been freezing cold.
No, the snow's melting.
Snow is melting, which is nice.
Saw
Sun's been out.
Sunday's going to be 60.
When?
Sunday.
Wow.
60.
Wow.
Yeah. So that'll be nice. Hopefully the snow's all gone now.
What'd you think of the Chiefs game?
Oh, the Chiefs game.
Yes.
I got to enjoy it from the comfort of Janelle's parents' couch.
I just flashed on you. Just so
Oh, good. All the cards just
totally bagged out.
all the cards just fell off the lamp.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was a good game.
It was fun. It was fun to watch.
I was filled with jealousy
Why?
because my wife was there.
Oh, you shouldn't feel jealous. You feel excited for
I
her.
was excited. I can be both.
No, you can't.
Okay.
You have to be excited for your wife.
I was excited for my wife, and I was jealous.
Apparently not.
Okay. I bought her the ticket.
Yeah, well, sure.
My friend reached out, his wife, and said she got 2 tickets again for the game, but she was going to go this time.
Yeah.
And asked if Janelle wanted to go. So I gave her Janelle's phone number and sent Janelle money for the ticket. And then, throughout the week, she kept getting extra little incentives added on for free. So
Such as? What do you mean?
So,
extra little incentives?
initially, the ticket was just for
I'd be
the
worried about that.
Initially, the ticket was just for the upper deck.
Uh-huh.
And
What was it? It was a ticket, man.
well, yeah, the people next to her said that they paid $880 each.
Oh, Lord, you're kidding.
So they did not pay that. And I think probably Thursday afternoon, her friend texted her and said, hey, Brandon also got tickets to a premiere tailgate experience. Would you mind going a little early and enjoying that? And so, of course, Janelle's all about that.
Well, what is a premier tailgate experience? I've never been to one. I don't know what it is.
Have you even been to a Chiefs game before?
Oh, I've been to the Chiefs game before, but I'm not a premier.
When's the last Chiefs game you went to?
Oh, it's been years ago.
Well,
Years ago.
you'll have to go sometime soon.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know if we'll be able to afford it the way they're playing.
well, if my friend gets tickets again next year, maybe I can do that.
Maybe.
Anyway, so they yeah, they just went into this tailgate. I guess a lot of it's open to the public, but they went into this other area that went upstairs and they had free drinks and food and stuff. So,
And for what? I mean, is it sponsored by
I don't know.
the Chiefs? Is it sponsored by?
I don't know who it's sponsored by, but they just got access to the tailgate, and
wow, that's pretty neat.
There's tickets to it. So, however, I don't know. Someone sells tickets, and they were included with the purchase. So.
That's pretty cool.
So then,
good for her.
Was the last that I heard about that, and then on Saturday, her friend texted again, said, "Oh, also Brandon got us field passes for after the game. If they win, there's a trophy celebration.
Oh wow!
Would you want to stay a little bit late and go down for that? Go down there for that?"
Nah, I don't think. No, I don't think so. I'm tired.
Taylor said I got to get home by 10.
Yeah, right.
So
sure.
So they did that.
Well, good for her.
Thankfully, they won, and she got some pictures with some players or a player, and then she brought some confetti home.
Good.
And met my friend. She's met him before because he stayed here before, but saw him and then met some of his coworkers who work on the turf team.
Yeah.
So, yeah. She saw Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce.
Whoa. That's big.
So she enjoyed it. She had a lot of fun. But it's been a rough week already because...
Oh, no. Why?
Well, she got home and I was asking her about the game and all that and the whole experience. She got home at midnight. So I didn't fall asleep till about 2:30 Monday morning, Sunday night, and woke up exhausted. Just haven't had that little of sleep in a long time. So I was kind of dragging around yesterday and just ready to go to bed after work. Came home and watched Janelle shows and all that we usually watch on Mondays. And then Iowa State played, and it came on at 9:30. So my first peeve of the week is these stupid late tip games because the Big 12 brought on all those West Coast teams like Arizona, Arizona State.
Time differences.
Yeah, so I'm guessing that's why it was the later one.
Yeah.
So tipped off at 9:30. I watched the first 10 minutes or so, and and then went to bed, got ready, and I don't know. I think I tried to fall asleep, couldn't really. Pulled my phone out. There was like 5 minutes left, and they were up by 3. And then maybe they were tied then. Pulled my phone back out with 2 minutes left. They're up by 3. And then with 30 seconds left, they're still up by 3. So I just started watching it. And they would score or get free throws, and then the other team would go down and get a layup. They'd foul. They'd get free throws. So then there's 2 seconds left, and Iowa State misses the first free throw, makes the second. They're up by 3, and Arizona inbounds the ball. Guy makes a 3/4 court shot at the buzzer to go to overtime. And from there, they just fell apart. So I was just raging mad in my bed at, what was this, 11:30-ish.
Good luck on going to sleep after that.
Yeah, probably ended around midnight, and I was just really bad.
Oh, man.
So didn't sleep well again. And, so I'm not cut out to be a parent because someday if we have a kid, it'll be a rude awakening.
Oh, yeah.
But
yeah.
Anyway.
So it sounds like you have problems falling asleep.
Yeah. If I overthink it, something's keeping my mind active.
No.
Yeah. There's just sometimes it's hard to fall asleep.
Quit it.
And then
fooling me.
Yeah. So that was this week so far. I guess going back to the game. I guess we can go to our peeve of the week.
Okay, we can do that.
Because you mentioned yours had to do with the game.
It did. Well, it did. It has to deal with the Chiefs.
Okay.
The Kansas City Chiefs. And I think they're getting a bad rap. Because a lot of these commentators from other places are really bagging on the Chiefs, saying how this, that, and the other. And, look, when you're good, okay? There's no need to apologize for being successful. A win is a win.
But the refs gave it to us, John. The refs handed it to us.
Doesn't matter. Whose call was it?
What?
It was the ref's call. It wasn't Chiefs' call.
Well, the refs, it's part of the script, John.
Oh, it's the script.
Yeah, I put that down as one of my peeves is people
really? What's your
people complaining about the refs and the Chiefs winning and saying that the Chiefs get all the calls and all that. And yeah.
I don't see how that can happen. I really don't. You know, it's like the very last play of the game this weekend. You know, everybody said, "Oh my God!" You know, they should have had that, and they should have done this, and they should have done that, and you know, Buffalo should have done this and done that. But the fact still remains: they had the ball, they controlled the ball, they could have done what they needed to do, but it just didn't get done.
Yeah, I just think if they have the ball, don't just get half of a yard, maybe get a full yard, and
Sure.
you won't be in this predicament.
Right.
Yeah, there's a player whose head was in the way. Chris Jones's head and back was in front of where he was.
Yeah.
So they couldn't even see it on replay anyway to overturn it. That catch that Worthy had with one hand, he caught it with the other guy. He trapped it and he caught it and it hit the ground, but it was still a catch. The other guy had it too, but the tie goes to the receiver. So a lot of people out there are these experts on the rule book, and then the whole narrative online is, I'm not going to watch the Super Bowl because it's scripted. And
it's scripted, and the refs dictate the game, and we have no chance of winning.
It's just wild to me because there's been players who get so upset that they rip other players' heads off and swing the helmet at them. They're just enraged 350-pound men running at each other and tackling each other. There's players paid millions of dollars, and people think that there's a script out there they have to follow, that they're going to be okay being the losing team every year because the Chiefs are going to win. Or if they're saying it's the owners that are in on it, not the players, and somehow the owners are, I don't understand how that could be the case, because the players could break loose for a touchdown, not know the script was against them, and the owners are in on it. But it's a business, so that when the owners want to make money, John?
Yeah, they're in this business to make money.
Yeah,
they pay some big dollars for talent.
So
but they're here to make money.
So they wouldn't agree
Bottom
with
line.
losing a game for the sake of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce being the face of the NFL.
Right. Yeah.
And they kind of quit showing her so much, too, so I don't get why.
That kind of backed off on this game, I noticed.
Yeah. We were looking for her, but didn't
Well,
see
she
it
was
too much.
shown.
A couple times.
They showed her the last game she had. She was dressed in all Valentino or something like that, some crazy, expensive line of clothing. I think they totaled it out at $100,000 or something.
Nice.
That she was wearing. You know, I'm thinking, God, what can you do with 100? I know what I can do with 100,000.
Couple things.
Yeah.
Janelle saw a fist fight.
Yeah?
Yeah.
She caused it?
No. Person in front of her, they were Chiefs fans, and some Bills fans walked down the stairs next to him. I don't know if the guy in front of her said something, but the other guy turned around and just punched him right in the face.
Welcome to KC, folks.
Yeah, I was talking to someone before about the game, and I just was like, I can't imagine bringing a kid, until you're in high school or something, I can't imagine bringing a kid to a game with all the fighting and cursing and throwing up in the stands that goes on. I can't imagine.
You know, now that you mention it, I was thinking while you're making those comments that the last time I went to a Chiefs game has probably been 10, maybe plus years ago, maybe even longer. And back then, it was really rough.
Really?
The crowd just seemed to be really, really rough.
I don't think it's gotten any better.
You don't? That was my question to you. Do you see it? Have you seen it change?
No. I mean, I think that the last couple of games might have been a little better because people were too cold to fight, maybe. Or,
it could be. Yeah,
I don't know.
Pretty cool games.
Or the punches don't hurt as much because they have gloves on, and
Well, you're numb.
I don't know. Yeah, or all the above. But anyway, she had a good time.
Well, good.
Oh,
I'm
the
glad
other-
she did. I'm thrilled she got the chance to do this.
I
It's kind of a girly thing, and she got to do it by
girly
herself.
thing.
Yeah, it's a girly thing.
Going
you know,
to a Chiefs game?
going to a Chiefs game with another girlfriend. You know, I think that's really important. Like you and I get together and do things.
Well, I'd like to get together with you and go to a Chiefs game.
No,
Okay.
I can't afford it. I'm retired. I can't do those things anymore. I'm broken.
Okay.
Just
Gonna go to New York and
yeah. Well,
stay at the Ritz-Carlton or
that
whatever you
wasn't
did.
the Ritz-Carlton. It was the Hilton on 57th Street.
But I was talking to Mike.
Yep.
At
How's
work.
Mr. Mike?
He's good. I was talking to him about the Chiefs game, how Janelle got to go, and I was telling him all the stuff she got to do before I found out about the on-field trophy presentation.
Mm-hmm.
And he just said, "Oh, is she a big sports fan?" And I said, Janelle could go to a stadium and watch a bunch of toddlers run around with a soccer ball if they had margaritas and there were 70,000 people there, and she'd get a good picture out of it. She'd be set.
Margaritas,
But
70,000 people.
she doesn't know a whole lot about the sport.
Well, that's all right.
I mean, she can watch and kind of pretend like she's following along.
But she had fun. That's the important thing.
But she texted me. It was 9 minutes left in the second quarter.
Uh-huh.
And she said, I got to find the text. It made it, I laughed very hard because of Mike's conversation of, oh, does she follow sports? Is she pretty knowledgeable? She said, one moment. It's going to be worth it. Here's all these pictures she was sending me. She said 4 quarters, right? Question mark. And she said, or is it over in 9 minutes? I said, Janelle, it started 12 minutes ago, whatever it was. I said, yes, another half after this. She said, phew. So anyway, I just thought it was enjoyable that she...
Well, she, at least she relied on you as the official source of her footballdom.
To be fair, hockey has 3 periods. Men's college basketball has 2 halves. Women's college basketball has 4 quarters.
Yeah, but most people don't know.
Baseball has 9 innings.
Yeah.
So, but I just thought it was funny that she just got to her seat and she was there for 1 quarter and then 3 minutes on the next one.
Hadn't even had one beer yet.
Yeah. So is it over in 9 minutes or? Yeah. So anyway, that was her excitement of the weekend.
Oh, good. I'm happy for
her. My excitement of the weekend.
Yes. Fill me in. Tell me what's happening.
Was changing out 27 light switches and outlets.
Ooh, yeah, you talked about that last week.
I did.
You were kind of in the process of starting that.
Well, yeah, when my dad came down, he kind of helped with a few projects.
Uh-huh.
And the one was getting a refresher on how to actually switch those out. Mm-hmm. I think electricity is just kind of intimidating anyway,
It is very intimidating. Should be.
Don't want to mess around with that.
Yep.
And I was kind of on a roll of like doing them. I did like 3 upstairs. And then I had all of the outlets and light switches already. So I just, I don't know. I think Friday after work, I just did the ones down here. So there were 4 switches right there, 1 switch in the office here, then 4 outlets.
So the TBB studio has new outlets. Whoa.
Looks different, huh?
It does. Totally different.
It's actually much safer now because you can't stick your finger behind the outlet. So yeah, basically they were...
really didn't intend to do that.
Well, it's child safe now.
Okay. All right.
But before they were like the off-white cream colored ones that didn't match our paint or whatever.
Yeah. 70s look.
Very old. And when we first moved in, we took off all of the outlet covers so that we could, or all the plates, so we could paint around them and all that. And then I just never put them back on after like 4 years. So
okay.
I kind of thought it would take months and months to switch out all these outlets just because I knew it wasn't easy and it would take a long time. But yeah, Friday did those. Saturday morning did basement bath, the rest of the basement. And then had to go get some paint, did some painting, and then went up to the guest room, did 4 up there, went to the office, did 4 more up there, went to our bedroom the next morning, did 4 in there. And next thing you know, we're basically done. So
boom, done.
So now we can have nieces and nephews come over.
Okay, good.
And not be a shock risk.
Well, if they stick their finger in it, they won't get shocked.
I think they're considered tamper-proof. That's what they call them.
They should be, yeah.
Not these green ones, but
Well, I think they are.
they're not. I mean, the original ones weren't. They just put a cover over that
Yeah.
for those. So,
Yeah,
excuse me.
should be good.
We'll get those plastic little things you can stick in them. They can't.
Yeah.
My parents have those.
Was it as hard as you thought it was going to be?
No, once I got in a roll, it was fine.
So you had to get in a rhythm on how to get this done.
Got in a rhythm, and then there's 2 I couldn't finish because I had 3 white and 3 black wires instead of 2 and 2,
Yeah.
or 1 and 1. And the first couple kind of threw me for a loop because they didn't look like the ones I'd done before. So once I got those done, it was fine, but I'll have to hire someone out for those last 2 tricky ones.
Yeah, I don't blame you for that.
But it feels good. I feel empowered,
Yeah.
I can do anything.
Well, okay.
I did feel like, I could probably do our floors in here. I could probably do that.
What do you mean your floors?
Well, eventually, I can't do carpet. I think next thing might be getting carpet down here because this is disgusting.
Okay.
But after that, we were gonna do like the LVP floor, the engineered, like this, the kind of snap into place and all that.
Yeah. Okay. You could do that.
I think I could. I might do a test run in my office in here, maybe the bathroom next door. But it's gonna be tough once it's upstairs and it's one continuous. We don't want all these like trim pieces everywhere.
Right.
So we try to do one big thing, but have to start in the hallway, I think, and then work my way through the house. I'm not super confident with the stairs, so
Ooh, yeah. I didn't think of the stairs.
we're gonna have to take that railing off and then
Oh, yeah.
hire someone out to do that. So
Yeah.
I wonder if I could get to a certain point and then they could do like the
I think
rest.
so. I think that a reputable flooring guy would do that. I'm
But-
sure he would be more than happy to do that.
But Janelle's thought is, let's just put it on our Nebraska Furniture Mart card, just get it done with, and not have to worry about.
Ooh.
So I don't know. At least if I could get the 2 rooms down here, it'd be a little cheaper, but we'll see.
Yeah.
But now I can do anything.
I would wait till the weather gets a little bit better so you can move all your things out into the garage and do this floor and be done with it. Boom.
Yeah, this is the oldest carpet I've ever seen in my life. It's very. Do you think it's original to the house?
I don't know if it is or
The
not.
house is from '68, I think.
Is it really? Well,
Looks
Could
like
be.
it could be.
yeah, it could be.
Yeah. So that'll be the next thing. And yeah.
Well, good. The house is looking great, by the way.
Oh, thanks. Those outlets make a world of difference.
Yep.
But it kind of bugs me because I went to touch up paint and got the same color and everything, the same finish, eggshell,
Uh-huh.
and it looks shinier on the walls than it used the other parts I did.
Have you
touch
gone
up.
back and looked at it today?
No, I think yesterday I looked. Maybe it's a little more
It just
dry or something.
needs to dry it out.
Hmm.
It should dry out okay. They're fairly close to it, I should say.
Did you have anything that you wanted to talk about? Because I've got a lot of random notes I put in here.
I really don't. I've just been kind of on autopilot here this week and haven't been giving it too much thought. I probably need to do that more often. Think about these things more often. You've always been sort of the guiding force as far as the topics are concerned. By the way, let's back up a minute. How's Joe and Kim?
They're good.
Good.
Nothing
Nothing new
since
this week?
last week? No.
Okay.
Oh, I guess 2 other updates I didn't put down. Alyssa's coming in town this week.
Oh, yay. Wonderful.
She's coming for work. So
Okay,
she's staying
and-
with us.
Oh, good. Is she, how long is she going to stay?
She gets in Thursday night. She'll be here Friday, and then she leaves Saturday morning. So kind of a quick
Yeah, it's
quick
good.
turnaround.
Quick trip. But that's okay. At least you get a chance to see her.
She said her flight here was super expensive. She thinks it's because it was last minute, but she said it was $1,100
You're kidding
from
me.
Vegas.
From Vegas?
She said she chose like the cheapest want to get away option or whatever. And I just asked if her work ever didn't approve stuff. She's like, no, as long as I go for the cheaper option, it's always been approved. I said, what if or she said it should make up because I don't have to give them a hotel receipt or whatever. So they don't have to pay for that. But I said, what if I could give you an invoice and you can pay it and then you turn in the expense to your work and then I just give you the money back. And I said, that's probably fraud, huh? And she said,
Yeah. Why would you even recommend that to a lawyer?
you know, just give it, make a couple extra bucks.
Yeah.
It was a joke. I wouldn't suggest that.
I know you wouldn't. But
Um,
I can see you doing it, but I know you wouldn't.
yeah, she didn't agree to it.
I bet.
So we got to think of something to do. I need your help with, like, when we go to Vegas to see them, usually, like, once a trip, we'll go down to the Strip or something.
Uh-huh.
I got an itchy nose. But when they come here, it's like, I want to go get barbecue and...
Well, she doesn't mind that. I mean,
Yeah.
you know.
So I don't know what we'll do, but... So we got that going on, and then...
Is your brother-in-law coming?
He's not.
Okay.
He's got to watch the girls.
Okay.
And
Ooh, it's going to be a daddy weekend.
it is. I think there's a lot of those with all the traveling she does.
Yeah.
She was just in, I think, Arizona with her friends for a girls' trip last week. So
Okay.
I'm sure Shayna's
Yeah.
loving it.
I don't think he minds it.
I don't think he minds because he's gotten
No.
deployed and all that and
Yeah.
didn't get to see him. So, but when this comes out, actually tomorrow, I will we'll have a new niece.
Oh, that's right. You mentioned that.
Yeah.
Tell us all about it.
Well, I'm not sure if it's a secret or not.
Ooh,
The
okay.
names and
Well,
stuff.
all right. Well,
Not
we
Alyssa's
won't mention.
child.
Okay, it's not Alyssa's child.
So we got only a couple to choose from.
Yeah.
But yeah, her sisters do. She's going in tomorrow.
Janelle's sisters.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
She's going in tomorrow evening. So hopefully, tonight she's going in. So she will hopefully have her tomorrow sometime.
To be induced to. Okay.
So that'll be fun.
That'd be fun. Yeah, it's always fun having
Another little person.
A little person running
Little
around.
people, you say.
Yep, little people.
It'll be interesting to see how Bennett does because he's been so spoiled with all the attention and being the only.
Oh, it's going to be an adjustment for him.
Grandkid.
There's no question about it. No question about it. He's either going to take right to it or it's going to be really rough.
Yeah. If he comes over, I might have to do a little recording with him.
Ooh, do you think he'll be part of it? Do you think he would want to do part of the podcast?
I don't know. I'm actually not sure if he's coming here or not. He might be going to. Janelle's watching him tomorrow, but I'm not sure where it is. So
Okay.
yeah, I forgot Janelle gets the day off tomorrow. No fair. So that was. I didn't have that note down. I had a random thought the other day.
Oh, no.
Stop me if I've already told this or asked this before, but
Oh, no.
I wanted to know, how do you think they make things smell and taste like an exact scent or flavor?
I have
Did I already
no
ask this?
clue. I don't think you have.
Well, I think I ate something, or I think Janelle had a candle or something that smelled like a very distinct thing, or it was like called something very distinct and it smelled just like that. And then, I don't know, Pringles and all the chip flavors and stuff, they always have the crazy like wasabi. I was eating wasabi almonds, and then I don't know, they have like the pizza, whatever. Like everything's so distinct. But how do they where do they come up with the stuff to make that?
I don't know how they do that. I really don't. I don't know how you take a smell and or a flavor and turn it into a smell.
Well, it's not so much that.
That becomes always recognizable. You know, like you know what a Pringle smells like.
Well, it's not really the smell of food. I'm saying I guess there was like a Pop-Tart one. I saw Pop-Tarts came out with a candle. A
candle?
And it smells like Pop-Tarts, I guess, but usually it's like...
That's gross.
There's worse things it could be. Tobacco.
Yeah, I know it could be.
Yeah. But yeah, I've just seen a lot of random candle scents that are very like spot on to like new car smell. What do you put into a potion to make it have that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Seems a little more cinnamon and cedar.
And a little bit more a little more sage.
I don't know how you.
Yeah.
Needs to smell more like leather. So we're gonna burn a leather seat.
We need to
drip it into this pan.
Burn a cowhide, just
so,
to see. So yeah.
We have a scientist who could help us with that, or a food scientist for the food ones, but just want to know how they come up with I don't know, elote flavored Pringles or like mashed potato flavored. How do they do that?
More importantly, how do you become the guy that does the sniffing? is Mr. Sniffer,
The official sniffer.
the official sniffer, and or taster.
I feel like Steve probably has a fact on this somewhere. I'm going to count on him.
Okay.
Steve, do the research and get back to us. Do all the
Yeah,
legwork.
Steve, we're calling on you. We need your research.
Our bat signal is up. We need
That's right.
Steve.
We need
Super
Steve.
Steve.
Super Steve, the all-knowing.
So that was my one thought.
Probably could do AI kind of thing and find out. Could we?
It's
not?
more fun to ask Steve.
It is more fun to ask Steve. You're right.
Ask Jeeves. It's Ask Steve's.
Right. Right.
Then I had a thought. Before my parents came down last week, excuse me, Janelle asked me to go through the closet in here. There's a bunch of junk. I might have talked about this last week too, but I just got rid of a bunch of stuff. Like that bin was from upstairs under our bed. Cleaned out a whole bin of stuff.
Oh, keep that. That'll be good for your boots and waders for fly fishing.
True.
So hang on to that.
But
that's a good one too. Good size.
Oh yeah.
If not, I'll take it.
I'll
go on it.
It's mine.
It's mine.
It just felt good to like get rid of all that stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of stuff I couldn't get rid of, like pictures and like memorabilia and things I'll never look at again. But maybe if I have a kid, they'll want to. Otherwise,
kid's not going to want that.
Probably not. I just want to look back on my.
You're going to hang on to it until you're my age and have the kids come over and with their kids, and they're going to look at it and go, who's this old guy?
Yeah, I think.
What's this all about?
One of the boxes had not a bunch. I'm not going to say it had a lot of awards, but different like high school trophies and stuff. So maybe we should start decorating the Real Buds podcast.
Sure, if you want to.
Taylor's participation
That's
awards.
Right. I think I don't have anything, so.
Well, they didn't give participation awards back then.
Yeah.
You had to get your heart broken the right way, not coddled and given a thanks for coming award.
Yeah.
So that was nice, and then
either that or they beat you with a ruler. Yeah, steel.
But yeah, I had a couple things that I bought on Amazon.
No graduations on them. Just beat you.
You done? Are you still?
No, it's just hard to. Once that memory comes back, it just stays there for a while.
So I had a couple things upstairs that I had bought on Amazon that I wanted to return. I kept kind of putting it off, and then finally one day I just went and brought like 4 things back. It just felt really good. Why
did you returned some things for Amazon?
So one, bought a space heater. Janelle said, we don't need 2. I said, well, I want it for my office. She said, you can just use this one. So return that. 2, I bought 2 of something, not knowing that it was a 2-pack.
Mm-hmm.
So I returned that. And then a couple other odds and ends. But they make it so easy. Usually you can just take it into a UPS store and just bring it in however it came. Like I bought this mug, bring the mug back without a box or anything, and they'll take it. You just have to have like the little QR code.
Yeah.
And most of the time it's like that. But this time I had to go to Kohl's, which I haven't been in a Kohl's forever.
I haven't been there.
And it's in the very back of the store. So I'm walking like a weirdo with a big box of returns.
From Amazon.
And anyway, I just show him the code. He scans it, show him the code, scan it. And it was easy.
Really?
It's not like you have to find a box, find some packing peanuts, put those in there, print a shipping label off. No, done.
What happens to the merchandise?
Do
you know? Or does it go into the? Is that part? I always see these little signs on the side of the road that says Amazon sale.
I've never seen that.
Oh, I have, and it's just I don't know if it's people buy a bunch of this Amazon stuff or a pallet of it, or I've heard of people doing that. And then reselling it or what? I don't know.
I think I have
confused.
I have seen that where you can buy a whole pallet and it's like a mystery of what you're going to get.
Mm-hmm.
But I think these will probably go back to where I bought them from and then they repackage them and sell them again. As long as you don't use something like for Christmas, I had an ugly Mike Tyson sweater and I went to return it because I got a bigger one than I thought I needed than a regular one, whatever. Went to return it and said, you can keep it or we'll credit you. So,
and they're boiling everything down to the cost of returning.
Yeah.
What's that thing worth? What's the value of that thing?
Which is kind of surprising because I've seen some things that aren't
neat.
worth much that they want back, and then some things that are
Was that right?
worth more than you would think that they.
See, I very rarely return anything. I mean, even if I don't want it, it always sticks around the house, and I always donate it to Goodwill or Catholic Charities or something like that.
I feel like I'm usually that way, but Amazon just makes it easy, John.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even Target now, Janelle we'll do pickup orders. That's all I ever do there now. And they do pickup returns now where you can just pull up and they'll come
you're
out and
kidding.
get your return.
Wow.
I think they're making it too easy to bring stuff back.
That's great.
So
what do you order from Target? Do you order just about everything from them, or what?
My go-to is usually like the vitamins, shampoo.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I use shampoo still. Body wash.
You do?
A couple other. My beard, and sometimes I have stubble on my head, and it feels weird to use soap. So
okay. I don't know about that, but
all right. Well, if you shave your head and do what you want with it. If you had a mustache, would you put shampoo on it or soap?
I would probably neither.
Neither? You wouldn't clean it?
No, I just hose it down. You
just wouldn't clean it.
Well, of course I would clean it.
With what then? I just asked.
I have no idea because I don't have a mustache. Never had one.
Well, you seem like you have an opinion of how I do mine.
No, I do not have an opinion of how you do yours.
What do you use shampoo for? This luscious beard.
No.
No what?
Here we go again. Kim.
No what?
Kim.
Okay.
He's doing it again.
I'm not. Well, he's being difficult, and she can tell.
Kim, I'm not being difficult.
She's going to say, John was being difficult in that one segment.
I don't think she will say that.
I don't need to be called out for using shampoo on my beard because that's hair. It's not skin.
I didn't call you out on that.
You just said, what do you use it on? You have nothing to use it on.
You were referring to your head.
Yeah, and my beard is on my head.
But no, we weren't talking about your beard. We were talking about your head at that time.
I just said I use shampoo, and you said on what? And I said my beard.
And I was referring to your head.
Yeah, my beard's on my head.
No, it's not. It's on your face.
Your face is part of your head.
Well, be that as it may.
You're not. If I got beheaded, it would include my jaw.
Well,
you'd like that, wouldn't you?
It's coming pretty close.
Call up your cartel friends. Anywho,
a couple of buddies from across the border. Yeah.
Yeah. So I get that stuff, whether I need it or not, and then
see, the reason I asked that is because we're kind of kicking and screaming into this new thing called Amazon and ordering online and all that kind of stuff. And I'll tell you what, we really enjoy it.
And you have Prime?
We do.
Yeah. It is weird. My dad mentioned the other night someone delivered something overnight. It was like 3 a.m. And he got an alert that or it was a picture of outside saying delivered at 3 a.m.
Yep.
So that's weird. But yeah, the number of things on there, you can get same day if you order it by a certain time or next day for free. And it's kind of wild.
I'm blown away by that because a lot of the stuff that I order, which are generally my facial products.
For what?
My head. Yeah.
Make sure you scrub your head with your toothpaste.
I do with all the hair up there. I need toothpaste to scrub it with. But that kind of stuff they have in stock, and if I order by 9, I'll have it by 3 that afternoon, which is crazy.
They got to be losing money on a lot of orders because you could buy a bunch of paper clips and have them delivered for free in 2 days, and between labor and fuel and all that, there's no way they're making.
They're losing money on that thing.
So they probably bank on you doing a big order.
Yeah. Hence the reason why they charge $160 a year for Amazon Prime.
Is that what it is?
I think it is now. I think it just went up.
It's like 10. No.
I think it just went up, and they were talking about it on the morning programs. They were saying how much it went up. Programs. And
next note I had was I have a New Year's resolution I'm going to start.
Ooh, what is that?
In February.
Okay.
I think I want to start reading books.
Well,
I heard people do that.
Now you're talking my language here now.
I don't know what kind of books, but I got a suggestion from Alyssa last year, 2 years ago, and I read the book, and I enjoyed it.
Which book was it?
I don't remember the name. It was kind of a chick book, but
Okay.
it was
Well,
a
at least you're
start.
reading. That's the important thing.
The Quick Brown
No,
Fox.
stop it. Come on. Don't do that.
I'm not a great reader because I feel like I have ADD and my eyes move faster than my brain, and I have to reread stuff and all that.
Okay.
But
you
yeah,
can control that. After a while, it will go into sync.
it's just hard because I'll read a whole page and then be like, I don't know what I just read. I was thinking about the word, how funny the word spacious is, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'd like to read on that, my Kindle.
I never started really reading until I was like a senior in high school. I never really enjoyed it
I'm a little
up until
older than
that point.
We talked about this before. She
We
said there's
did.
a friend who was like this big dude, something a Nazi or something.
What? A Nazi?
You're reading a Nazi book, or he was reading a Nazi book.
No. Oh, what he was reading was a book called Inside the Third Reich.
Oh, Nazis?
Yeah, it was about.
Oh, whoa! Taylor's right again.
Well, when you say Nazis, I think in terms of today, in today's environment.
I knew it had something to do with Nazis, and then you thought reading's cool, and you became friends with them or whatever, something like that.
Yeah, I became friends with him, and but he kind of got me on the path of reading, and it's been absolutely fabulous ever since.
I can't go in just cold on a book. I have to have at least a couple recommendations, so it's hard for me to trust. It's like going into Netflix. I can't just start a show without hearing from someone I know saying it was good, because it's a lot of time to commit to something.
What you find is that the more you read, the more books you read, the more you'll kind of find your niche of what you really want to.
Rom-coms.
Okay.
Steamy romance.
So what?
That'd be weird.
You mean that'd be weird?
If I was reading steamy romance books.
Oh well, you're weird anyway, so
That's true.
it's all good. It's fine.
So I just decided I want to start doing that.
Why? What prompted this?
I just think it seems like a good season to do that. Just like after work, it's cold out. Just cuddle up to a nice book.
Yep.
I don't know. When do you read?
At various times.
Toilet.
Yeah, you got to have tea time on that one. But that, or just any chance you get where you can steal 10 or 20 minutes or 30 minutes or whatever it may be. My problem is I start to read. I'll get into a book, and I can't put it down. I'll just keep reading and reading. And the next thing I know, it's 3:30 in the morning, and I'm going, oh, my eyes are all, and then the next morning you get up and you go, God, I got to finish that book. There's something about me and getting through a book. It's just.
Can you read at work, or is that not?
No.
No. Sorry.
No, I can't do that.
Didn't mean to suggest that. Yeah.
I do historical things that we have there. I do for some historical things.
You do what?
I do a lot of reading for those.
Oh.
Like a 1923 Ford Model T. I didn't know much about them, so
You'll read a catalog on it, or what?
well, we have we'll go to the intranet, or we'll go to some historical books that we have.
I'm sure you just hate that, having to look up articles on
I
cars and read.
do. It's just horrible.
Mary
It's
also,
the
did you know that this is an
worst thing
inline 4?
Worst thing in the world.
The inline 6 was actually introduced after the V6,
Yeah,
but
right.
it wasn't, the horsepower just wasn't quite there.
Yeah. Did you know the Dodge brothers died of influenza? You know that. Wow.
Debbie Downer.
Debbie Downer. Wah, wah, wah.
But yeah, I bought a Kindle a couple years back. It was on a Prime Day sale, and I've read exactly one book on it. So I think I need to pick that back up.
Boy, those came and went pretty quick, didn't they?
No, I think they're still a thing.
Are they?
I think there's still a pretty big market for it, to be honest.
Huh, okay. I didn't
It's
know
just
that.
convenient. I mean, like, I get the allure of having a physical piece of book paper in your hand, the smell of it. That'd be a good candle scent. But also, like, it'd be nice to go on a trip and have 6 books loaded up on your Kindle, and it takes up no space at all. And so,
No, that's true. Yeah, that's true. But it's still, the thing that I found is I have the Kindle as well. And I've read a number of books on the Kindle. And I just can't get into it as much as I can with just a regular book. You know, the idea of getting in the car, driving to the bookstore, going in the bookstore and looking at all the ones that new releases and the ones that are on sale and, you know, this, that, and the other. And, you know, you can't walk out of the place without buying something or see something there that you like.
Yeah, I never have that problem. Maybe I'll get there though, you know?
You'll get there. You're on the road, buddy.
I'm trying to train my muscles and my mind.
Okay.
That's my thing.
With a clean head.
Clean beard.
Clean beard. Clean face. No head.
Speaking of muscles, I had an update from the gym.
Oh, the update from Jim.
What?
You were going to give us an update.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm doing.
Okay, update.
I mean, nothing breaking. I just I learned how to use a new piece of equipment.
Oh, what is that?
It was the calf raise machine, which I never seen. A calf raise machine.
A calf raise machine.
You know your calves.
Yeah. What about them?
Calf raises.
Oh. I've never seen one of those.
Just how you
I have
would
no
imagine.
desire to even try one.
I figured.
I really don't need it.
Just how you would imagine how you'd exercise that muscle, just like being on your toes. Anyway, there's a machine where you sit and then I looked at it and it made sense to me, but it looked like something was locked on it. I couldn't figure out how to so like you're sitting on your butt and then there's a bar on the ground, like on the ground you put your feet on that's raised up a little bit from the ground. And then there's a bar that goes over your knees and then you have handles on top of it. And basically you just pick your like knees up with your heel, like your toes on the ground, and you're like lifting up your calves.
Okay, all right. I think I get the gist of it.
I'm doing it under the table like anyone can see me. But I just couldn't figure it out. I'm like, is there a thing locking it? I saw this lever that made sense. You would just push it out of the way, but it wasn't working. So anyway, I gave up after a while. I watched videos and like, this looks like the same machine. It's not working. Came back the next gym time and realized that I couldn't get it last time because there was too much weight on it. And I just couldn't pick it up with my...
Okay.
Because this time there was like half the weight and I did it. And all you had to do was push this lever in and it would go. So I conquered a machine.
Okay. Well, good for you.
But the one next to that I like to use is like a leg press machine. I got to find it.
A leg press. Okay. I don't know what that means, but...
Okay, so it's like this. You're on your, like...
Oh, yeah, sure.
What angle it is.
Uh-huh.
It's like a 45-degree angle, and your back is facing the ground, your legs towards the air. But...
well, I hope your legs never slip.
Yeah, that was kind of the thing I was getting at, was it's kind of a death machine.
Yeah, really.
If you hear that I die at the gym, it's going to be this machine. Because there's these bars you push the weight up and you pull these bars. So like when it slides down, there's these like stoppers.
Okay.
And then once you push the weight up and you slide these bars out, it allows the weight to come all the way down. So that's where you get the lift from.
Okay.
So you want your legs to be like up into your chest. So you're getting a deep, like...
It's a death machine.
Anyway,
I get you.
So I think at some point it actually will stop you, but it's like how far into my skull will my knees be before that happens? So that's scary, but
your knee will be in your eye.
But it's like the lift I can do the most weight on, because I'm not very good at arm things anyway, but just naturally I think everyone could squat more than they could bench or whatever. So it's going to be the most weight that's going to fall on me. But also there's a handle on it that you kind of use to like pick yourself up. So it's like, if you ever watch Final Destination, but it feels like I'm going to get crushed in half by this thing. So.
Yeah, be afraid of the machines.
Anyway, it's one way to lose weight. Just
sheer fear of the machine.
Just cut your body in half with the torso.
I know.
So yeah, that's a scary one, but working on that.
Good.
I think I'll do a weekly update on the gym, because there's a guy there that's literally there every time I've gone, except for maybe once. But I'm not there every day, so I'm guessing he's always there. And because he's there when I get there, and he's there when I leave. So he's just hanging around for hours, and he's there all the time. So I feel like at some point I should say hi and introduce myself.
I wouldn't. I just keep
No?
it now, huh?
Because he kind of talks to everybody else. I'm kind of taking it
Okay.
personally that we're
Well, I
not
wouldn't.
talking.
Wouldn't worry about it too much.
But we're kind of a similar.
If he starts to follow you around the gym, I'd be kind of concerned. But
Well, we're kind of a similar build, so I think he's kind of like, oh, who's this new guy who's trying to get
a
into shape?
newbie, yeah.
That I'm the overweight guy here. You can't also be the one. I'm the
But you're not. But that's okay. Yeah.
by the law of the whatever.
Yeah.
I am. So anyway, we have there's a little tension there, but we haven't talked to each other, so
Okay.
it's still recording. It is.
All right.
So that's the only
How are we
update
doing
I
on
have.
time?
We've been going for like 50 minutes.
All right.
I guess we can do a couple more things. Oh, I had this on my list for a while. We never talked about it. And you're not going to have anything on here because you're not going to know what I'm talking about. And it's going to be a weird topic that...
Okay. Yeah, let's make a weird topic. Weird topic. Ooh.
There's a thing kids my age have said, that they'll say, oh, that's like my serial killer trait. Like, everyone kind of has like a weird, quirky thing that just could be like looked at as very weird by everybody else.
Okay.
Does that make any sense?
Yeah, I know where you're going with this.
And I just realized I did something the other day that I always do, but it could be looked at as like a weird, like serial killer thing.
So it's also known as the weird serial killer thing.
I think to everybody else it might be normal, one of the things, but...
What is the thing?
So I was just writing a card, like a thank you card to my neighbor for snow blowing and shoveling our driveway. And...
I'll be honest, that's a weird thing.
What?
Because people don't do that.
Do what?
That kind of thing anymore.
Do what?
Write thank you notes.
Oh, I think you meant the shoveling.
No. That's always, but that's nice of you to do that because you're carrying on an old tradition.
Well, I need to do better about giving them for like gifts that I receive.
Mm-hmm.
Like, sorry, Steve, we should have sent a thank you for the stuff you gave us for Christmas. Same with Kendra, if she listens. We meant to do that, and also my grandma. I don't think she listens. Anyway, but I brought over beer as like a thank you. Like he didn't want me to pay him, so I'm like, I'll bring him some beer. So I wanted to put a quick note like, thanks for doing this.
Right.
Not just like, why'd Taylor bring us beer? Anyway, I write in all caps.
Again.
Yeah. I write in all caps,
Right.
and I feel like that's weird.
No, that's not weird.
I feel like a lot of serial killers would do that, so it'd be harder to like trace their penmanship. I don't know.
Do you do any cursive? Do you write in cursive?
Don't do
at all?
cursive. I
Okay.
never have.
All right.
Seemed kind of pointless. I mean, I think understanding it and like an old person's letter to you, like being able to read what it says, but I don't think it's really used anymore.
No, I think you're right. I don't think it's used anymore.
I don't know. It sounds kind of lazy at me, but
I don't use it very much anymore.
But I wanted to be an architect when I grew up, so I know that's how architects wrote. We practice it on like in high school. We would make a blueprint and then do our writing. So I practiced that, thinking I was going to be an architect, but yeah, so I didn't do that. But anyway, that was the source behind it. But now that I write a letter, it kind of looks like I'm writing out a hostage note.
No, it doesn't look like that at all.
Bring the money in a brown paper bag under the bridge off
Meet me.
Maine.
Yeah.
10 a.m. sharp.
10:30 a.m.
Don't come with anybody.
Yeah.
If you bring the police, the deal's over.
I will kill
Signed,
you, dog. Yeah.
Bald Bandit. So
With clean hair.
So that was one of them. The other one I just thought of randomly was the fact that I have zip ties in my backpack right now for work.
Zip tied it?
I have zip ties and scissors in my backpack. So that
What prompted that? That should be a very interesting topic.
Well, if I got pulled over and someone stopped me and they looked through my bag, they'd be like, oh, he has someone tied up in a basement for sure.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
But really, I just like concealing cords and like making them compact and not every which way. So behind my monitors at work, I zip tied some cords. And then...
What does this stem from, do you think?
Just being organized, OCD.
Really? Do you think it's that, or does it go back in your childhood with
I have trauma.
any trauma or something like that?
No, my family can
Okay.
attest that I've always been fascinated by string. as I'm playing with this, I guess, too.
Uh-huh.
I'd tie my hoodies to doorknobs, and
Yeah.
I was a strange kid. Didn't have a lot of friends.
Yeah.
Still don't. Anyway, so
Might be one less.
interesting. So yeah, we were at work talking about moving a couple months ago, and all my cords are zip tied, so I had scissors to cut those so I could move my monitors and all that. So there's a reasoning behind it. It just would look weird if you walked up and I had that there. So.
Okay. All right. Well,
Can you think of any for yourself?
weird things.
Yeah, like things people could be like, oh, that would make John look kind of fishy if someone found
Just
out he
about
did
my whole life is kind of built around all of that. People look at that guy. Look at that guy.
Anything you can think of that you do that's just kind of like
look at that old man.
weird serial killer trait.
I can't think of any serial killer traits.
Hmm.
Might open this up to my family to see if they would like to participate in this.
I'd be interested.
Yeah.
I'm afraid that my fragile soul would get something taken personally if my mom's like, oh, yeah,
Oh, by the way,
Taylor, you got a few I could think of.
Yeah.
One, you've been kind of clingy since you were born. You had this weird thing towards female authority.
oh God, here we go. Off the rails we went.
He just described
Yeah. You just
BTK killer. I have just one for you. I was trying to think of more.
What's that?
I just put that you always have like your clothes laid out on the bed for the next day. And it
Not
seems like
really.
something.
Normally every day, no.
Okay, whenever we go fishing, you always,
When I go fishing, I do because we
oh,
have,
so you're gonna kill me on a trip.
yeah, might. But I just lay them out at the bottom of the bed, and
Yeah, just
I'm ready to roll, man.
it looks like someone who is expecting the cops to show up at any moment. And he's gonna like
Jump in and out.
put the pants on or get out of here.
Yeah, get out of here quick.
You just look very neat and tidy, like a Bundy type. Like
No,
you'd have like your knives laid out on a napkin, and
no.
yeah. So that's the one I got for you.
Oh, it's the nice, neat thing. I'm not. I'm neat, and I'm tidy, but I'm not that neat and tidy.
I would say how clean you keep your car could be a serial killer trait.
Really?
Looks like someone who just tried to clean it from evidence.
Well, that's true.
Fingerprints are all clean from it.
I know there won't be any. There won't be any.
I said just how like nice you're dressed. It could be like a facade for something you're trying to hide.
It is probably a facade from a Ted Bundy serial killer kind of thing. Nope.
What else?
Nope. What?
Just trying to look for other things that could make you a serial killer.
What's
That's really most of it.
okay?
I'm sure I have other weird traits that I have too, but it'll be an ongoing segment I can
Okay,
add to
we'll
it.
do an ongoing weird trait segment.
I have one last. I have two peeves.
Okay.
One
What
I'll
other?
save. Yeah, I got a few things we can save for next time, but one peeve has to do with home improvement stuff. Is I hate flathead screws. Like, why haven't all of them switched to Phillips?
Yeah,
I guess
I never understood that either. Well, I guess one is a wood screw. Most of the flatheads are wood screws, are they not?
I don't think so.
And then
No.
I always thought they were.
I feel like all the wood screws I've used are all Phillips outside, but yeah, our outlets, I guess it was more, I think there's been a push to Phillips. But when I was taking off the outlets, they were all flathead, and it's a long screw, and there's a lot of twisting, and it slides all the time, so you can't keep it in the middle of the thing. So I couldn't use like an electric screwdriver because it kept sliding out as I was undoing it. So anyway, Phillips is superior.
Okay.
I think.
All right.
So you can screw it in much faster, take it out faster. I think the only reason why, I think the ultimate combo is the Phillips that has like one of the crosses is longer, so you can still use a flathead.
Oh yeah, you can use both.
So if you need more torque behind it, I feel like it's better to do that so you don't strip it. Anyway, that's the things that I learned while I was doing this for
why don't you develop
30 hours a weekend.
Patent it.
Do you know why it's called a Phillips screw?
Why do they call it Phillips screw?
Do you know?
I do
why?
not. I do not know why the origin of the Phillips screw.
Phillips head screwdriver is named after Henry F. Phillips, the businessman who purchased the patent for the cross-shaped screw design and successfully marketed it to manufacturers, even though the original inventor of the concept was a different person named John P. Thompson. Essentially, Phillips is credited for popularizing and refining the design, leading to the name Phillips head being associated with the screw and corresponding screwdriver.
Opened up an whole new industry.
Yeah. I feel like we should make our own screw.
Think so?
That's just the Ryan head screw. Hey, can you pass me the Atkinson screwdriver?
You know, if I had an opportunity to invent something, I think it would be along those lines in that sort of genre, because that's where all the volume is. That's all the stuff that's always going to be used. It goes
trillions of screws there are in the world.
Mm-hmm. Billions.
I just had a thought too, and now I forgot it. Screwdrivers. Dang it! What was I going to say?
Ryan screw.
Do you have any other thoughts?
No thoughts.
Things you wanted to?
No thoughts. No.
Well, I'll show.
I came totally unprepared tonight. Totally, like
you usually
totally,
have so many thoughts.
Normally, I'll have maybe one or two, and you kind of carry the load. So,
dang it, this is gonna bother me. I just thought of something I wanted to do.
This is. Well, we can talk about it next week.
The Phillips head screwdriver. Oh, I think, was it you when I first moved in and I went to buy it, or you bought it for me, I think, that ratchet screwdriver.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good gift for anyone who wants to give a gift to
by
somebody.
the way, it's a great gift.
I enjoyed it a lot
really
this
is
week.
A great gift.
So it's a screwdriver, but it's got a ratchet to it.
Yep.
So when you're screwing something in, it's much quicker than having to twist the whole thing. You can use it one-handed. Anyway, very nice. I need to get my dad one because he saw me using it, and I don't think he saw it in like full action, but it's good.
Oh, yeah.
Plus, it takes different bits at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, you can reverse it.
It's magnetic, I think, at the end.
Yes.
So you take the Phillips or flathead bits and just sucked right into the little chamber there.
It's a very good gift. Anyone in your life could use it.
Yep.
Male, female, old, young.
Right.
So
I have one that I've used. I think I got it when it's probably a good 30 years old. It's made by the J.H. Williams Company.
Forgot about them.
Yeah, tool manufacturers. I don't know if they're still around or not.
We used to work with them. Anything else you want to mention?
Nope, that's it. That's all I got.
We're going to the Super Bowl.
We're going to the Super Bowl. Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl. I'm excited about that. Should be fun. When is it, the 7th or the 9th or whenever it is?
So this will come out the week of the Super Bowl.
Ooh.
So do you want to make any predictions?
Oh, I think the Chiefs are going to win it.
Oh, yeah?
I really do.
I hope. Make everyone whine and cry.
What do you think?
I'm generally pessimistic about things.
No.
I'd rather expect a lot.
Life in general.
I'd
everything, and mom and dad, family.
Oh, nice. Thanks. Bring my parents into it.
Okay.
I'd rather expect a loss and have them win than expect to win and then be heartbroken.
Oh, stop it.
What?
What is that sick way of thinking?
Why is that a sick way of thinking?
It's just sick. Just totally sicko.
That's not sick at all. It's just having expectations. It's hard to be disappointed when you expect the least.
Expectations or non-expectations?
If I had expectations they would win and we lost, I would be heartbroken. But if I go into it thinking they're probably the better team, we're going to lose.
No, you know better than that.
We're probably going to lose. Then I'll be like, oh, pleasantly surprised. I was counting on a loss.
It's better to be pessimistic about it than is optimistic about it. Your glass is always half empty, never half full.
Under promise, over deliver.
There you go.
That's what I like to do. My expectations. Or you can be Johnny Happy over there, and
I'm going to be Johnny Happy over here.
I just put 4,000 on the Chiefs to win Super Bowl, Mary Alice.
Johnny doesn't go that happy.
John, our offensive line is decimated. Why'd you put the money on? The Eagles are going to
Yeah.
own us on the line.
Yeah.
So I hope they win. Complete
Well,
the
I don't
three-peat.
hope. I think they will.
Cool. I'm happy for you.
Yeah. I'm happy for you.
Don't come crying to me when we lose.
That's right. Okay, Mr. Pessimistic.
So next week we'll
Dancing in the street when they lose. Yeah, I knew I was right.
Told you.
Who told you?
Wipe your tears, kid.
Yeah.
There's always next year. I heard we're
I
going
don't
to
care if you're 8 or not.
Well, anyway, I hope we win.
I do.
And hope you have a great week.
You do the same, buddy.
Go Chiefs.
Go Chiefs. And what?
Always clean your
Whoops.
lens before you take a picture.
Right. What else?
Stay Ziggy.
Stay Ziggy. And
See you next week.
what? No, we have to support our local
Farmers.
farmers. Taylor Atkinson Photography. And who else?
BD.
CHD. CHD Wood Design.
And make sure you
Leawood,
go,
Kansas.
make sure you visit John's work.
Yes, please come and see us at the Kansas City Auto Museum, Olathe, Kansas. You won't be disappointed.
It's a money back guarantee by John.
So you bet.
If you don't have fun and learn a new fact about the Model T,
Taylor
John will give you 120% refund.
Taylor will give you a refund very quickly.
Just have low expectations.
Yeah.
You can't be
Just don't
disappointed.
have any expectations in life, and you'll be fine.
That's more like it.
Wow.
All right. Have a terrible week, John.
Have a great week, Taylor.